Science Dad Lessons in Light. Science Dad Lessons in Light. Focus question. What do Jackson and Tina learn about light? Cast of characters. Jackson, Tina, and Dad. Since a campsite in the forest next to a lake morning. Jackson, Tina, and Dad sit in camp chairs. It's not like I slept well with Jackson's gross feet poking me in the side. I move in my sleep, which is completely normal, just like your snoring. Who knows what kind of fungus my pajamas will start to grow now? I'll have to sanitize them in boiling water, and if that doesn't work, I'll have to burn them. Do you even know what fungus is or what sanitizing something does? I know. Do you? Okay, knock it off. You too. How about we take a walk along the lake? Seriously? I just woke up. This is vacation, not boot camp. I'll take that to mean you're staying for now. I'll go for a walk with you, Dad. I like to look at some cool stuff with my new magnifying glass. A dock on the edge of the lake. Morning. Jackson and Dad sit in the dock with their legs dangling in the water. Dad, why does Tina make fun of me all the time? I'll know stuff. She's your big sister. It's part of the job description. Here's the real question. Do you think what she says is true? Not really, but there is a lot I don't know. Even the smartest people on the planet have a lot of stuff they don't know. Son, what do we do when we don't know the answer to something? Ask questions, read about it, and form our own conclusions. Guess what? That's actually what the smartest people in the world do. Jackson and Dad sit in silence. Then Jackson leans forward to look at his legs in the water. So why does my leg look as if it's broken when it goes in the water, but when I pull it out, it's fine? Aren't you lucky to have a science teacher for a dad? Your leg looks broken because of how light acts when it travels through different substances. Say what? Are you saying that light has different personalities or something? Okay, let's start with the basics. Think of light as a beam of energy. As light travels through the space, it moves in a straight line. Like a laser? That's an excellent example since a laser is an extremely concentrated beam of light. Light will continue to move in a straight line until it hits something. What do you think happens when light hits an object? Laser blasts explode in movies, but something tells me that's not the answer we're looking for. Well, the object absorbs some light, and the rest bounces off. If the object is smooth like a mirror, the light bounces back at the same angle and it hits the object. It's kind of like bouncing a ball off a smooth wall. If the object isn't smooth like most things around us, light bounces back in all different directions. That would be like bouncing a handful of balls of that boulder over there. They will fly off in all different directions. So, the light bounces off an object and comes into our eyes, and that's how we see things? Correct. That's called reflection. It doesn't explain why my legs look broken though. Hang on, I'm getting there. We know that when light hits an object, it reflects. What do you think happens when light hits something transparent or see-through, such as air, water, or glass? Light just passes right through it. You are partially right. Lean over, look at the water, and tell me what you see on top of it. My reflection? Yep, so what does that tell you? That some of the light is being reflected and some is passing through the water. Fantastic observation, son. Now, can you move faster through air or water? I'm slower in water for sure. That's because the molecules that make up water are closer together than air molecules. This makes water denser than air. When light hits water, some is reflected, but the light that passes through is slowed, as you are. Slowing down causes the light to change directions or bend. This bending of light is called refraction. So my leg looks bent because the light is refracting in the water and reflecting off my leg and into my eyes. That's the basic idea. The denser a transparent substance is, the more the light will bend. If you know how dense a substance is, we can figure out how light will refract. It's all math. Using reflection and refraction, we can create telescopes, glasses, and microscopes. I'm guessing my magnifying glass uses reflection too. That's one less thing I don't know. Hey, I bet even Tina doesn't know all of that. The campsite, early afternoon. The family relaxes in camp chairs. I need to build a fire so we have to cook over in a few hours. But the lighter's dead. Did either of you remember to pack matches by chance? Jackson and Tina look at each other. Looks as if we're going to have to science our way out of this one. Jackson, grab your magnifying glass. I'm seeing this will be another lesson about refraction with science, Dad. Those are some big words for such a little kid. Why don't you both come help me? Using the magnifying glass to look at the fire pit. It looks like a pile of dried grass, leaves, and sticks. Pull the magnifying glass farther away and tell me what you see. It's all blurry. I see a ring of light on the ground. That's the light being refracted through the glass. Glass is denser than water, so it bends light more. Your magnifying glass is also curved to bend light in a way that makes things look larger. I'm not seeing how any of this will result in a fire. Now, Jackson, make sure the sunlight is shining through your magnifying glass and move it closer again. What do you see? The ring of light becomes smaller. Move the glass over the stuff in the fire pit and focus the light into the smallest point you can. Check this out. The glass is smoking where the light hits it. Keep doing that while I nurse the fire. You see the same curve of the glass that bends light to make things look larger can also focus light. I get it. It's because light is a beam of energy, so when the glass refracts light, all that energy is focused on one point. Right, remember, the fire's dangerous. Don't use magnifying glass like this unless I'm around. I didn't know you could start a fire with a magnifying glass. I guess I'm impressed, little brother. Just another fun lesson on the Go Bright to you by Science Dad and Kids.